From the 100.5 and 790 newsroom, this is WSGW News.
42 degrees at 6:05. Good evening. I'm Jonathan Dent. A crash this morning on US 10 claimed the life of a man from Saginaw. According to police, around 6:40 a.m., the man was driving a 2003 Dodge Dakota westbound on the overpass that spans I-75 when he lost control and struck the guardrail. Police say that a 2012 Dodge Ram then struck the disabled vehicle, leading to a chain reaction involving a Hummer and a Volvo. Two other westbound vehicles reportedly crashed while trying to avoid the initial collisions. Police say that the 39-year-old Saginaw man driving the Dodge Dakota was ejected from the vehicle and pronounced dead at the scene. No other injuries were reported. For the second time in less than a month, fire crews were called to the former Days Inn on Dixie Highway in Bridgeport Township yesterday to put out a fire. Crews from multiple departments responded just before 6 o'clock p.m. The fire appears to have been intentionally set, according to fire officials, who say that several unconnected rooms were lit. The State Police Fire Investigation Team is heading up the investigation. Only items within the building are considered losses, as the structure of the building is made from concrete. Hemlock Semiconductor Operations, or HSC, is providing up to 30 full scholarships for Great Lakes Bay Region high school students interested in attending Michigan Technological University's Engineering Scholars Summer Youth Program from July 23rd to the 28th. The more than $1,200 scholarship will cover tuition, classroom supplies, housing, meals, and round-trip charter bus transportation from the Great Lakes Bay Region to Michigan Tech's campus in Houghton in the Upper Peninsula. Applications will be accepted from high school students in Midland, Saginaw, Bay, or Gratiot counties until 5 o'clock p.m. on April 9th. The Engineering Scholars Program offers students in grades 9 through 11 full immersion in a week-long exploration of mechanical, electrical, computer, biomedical, environmental, and other types of engineering. In addition, participants will hear from guest speakers and engage in hands-on project work. For more information and a link to the application, visit hscpoly.com/news. WSGW News Time is 6:07. The weather forecast is coming up.
The Bliss Bridal Wedding Expo and Fashion Show is Sunday, February 12th. The location is the Great Hall in Midland from 1 to 3:30 p.m. Admission is $5. Find out more by clicking on the Bliss Bridal box when you visit WSGW.com.
WSGW News Time is 6:08. In Lansing, Governor Whitmer presented her vision for next year's budget. Some main points included inflation relief checks, pre-K for all, and rolling back the retirement tax.
Our number one concern for Michiganders across our state right now is costs. That's why I propose lowering my costs. It's a plan to roll back the retirement tax, saving 500,000 households $1,000 a year, quintuple the working families tax credit to deliver nearly $3,200 in refunds to 700,000 families.
Her presentation favored education issues, but also covered health care, which included insulin access and support for moms and babies. Infrastructure, the surplus, and investments ended her roughly 15-minute presentation. Lieutenant Derek Carroll from the Michigan State Police says a recent theft is a first for him.
This is a very unique situation. We investigate larceny from buildings a lot throughout the year. This is the first time we've had a larceny of a building that I'm aware of in northern Michigan.
It started in late 2021 when someone reported a 12 by 28 cabin disappeared from their Cold Springs Township property. Thanks to tips from the public, they were able to locate similar cabins and check serial numbers. A search warrant brought them to the property of 43-year-old Jeremy Knoll from Kalkaska, where they found the stolen cabin behind painted sheet metal. He was arrested earlier this year, charged, and is due in court later this month. Stay tuned. We've got much more coming up on the Evening Roundup.
The Saginaw Spirit play here.
Smith there for Zane Parek. A shot, he scores! What a shot! Zane Parek gets Saginaw on the board.
It's Saginaw Spirit Hockey live tonight as the Spirit hosts the Erie Outers at the Dow Vent Center. Join Dylan Clark and Dennis Rosier for all the hard-hitting action beginning at 6:50 p.m. on 100.5 FM News Radio WSGW. Tickets are still available for tonight's game. Visit SaginawSpirit.com.
It's Saginaw Spirit Hockey on WSGW.
Wall Street gave in to some selling today after recent gains. In New York, the Dow Jones Industrial Average, NASDAQ, and the S&P 500 all closed lower. Stocks of local interest are also lower. AT&T 1916 down 9, CMS Energy 6089 down 157, Dow 5981 down 70, DuPont 7690 down 89, Corteva 6188 up 117, HP 2961 down 39, Huntington Bank 1544 down 13, Independent Bank 2333 up 14, Lumen Technologies 395 down 104, Home Depot 320.79 down 441, Walmart 140.22 down 76, GM 41.57 up 17, Trinzio 29.16 down 39, and the price of a barrel of oil rose by $1.34, closing at $78.48 per barrel. This is Steve Anderson from Baird in Saginaw and Midland, wishing everyone a great night and even greater returns.
On Saturday, February 11th, the Disability Network of Mid-Michigan presents Feathers and Fedoras. It's a Roaring 20s gala to benefit independent living programs for people with disabilities. Grab your silk top hat, your best flapper dress, and prepare to foxtrot the night away with dance music by Stone Street Revival. Find Lady Luck at the casino. Hit the speakeasy for Giggle Waters. Feathers and Fedoras, Saturday, February 11th at the Doubletree in Bay City. For information and tickets, click on the Feathers and Fedoras box you'll find online at WSGW.com.
Good evening. This is the WSGW Farm Final for Wednesday, February the 8th, 2023. I'm Terry Henney. In Chicago today, plenty of positives on the Chicago Board of Trade. As far as our weather is concerned, a full day of sunshine today. Amazing. What's also amazing are these temperatures. We continue to be running way above average for this time of the year, and it looks as though it's going to continue as we move through not only the weekend, but into next week. A little bit of precipitation also. We'll take a look at that weather forecast for you in a moment, but back to those closing prices. At Star of the West this afternoon in Frankenmuth, as well as Cass City Rapson, the white wheat at 15 to the positive side. That would make it 7 1/4. The red wheat is at 675. New crop up 13, 755 for the white, 705 for the red. Corn finishing up a nickel at 624 in Cass City as well as Frankenmuth. New crop up 2 at 536. The soybeans up a nickel in Frankenmuth 1445. The new crop up a penny at 1306. Over in the Thumb area 1440 on the nearby soys with the new crop at 1301. We made it up to our projected high temperature for the day and actually exceeded it just a little bit. We owe that to the sun and the lighter winds. We had some evaporation going on as well. Southwest breezes well under 10 miles per hour. Partly cloudy skies as we move into the evening hours. Then the clouds will be thickening. And after midnight, close to sunrise tomorrow morning, we're going to begin to see some rain showers. It'll be not quite freezing, more than likely about 33, 34 degrees. So we're not going to have to worry about any icing around the Great Lakes Bay area. But areas to the north will once again see some icing. Low pressure system will be moving from Illinois through the lower peninsula all the way over to Montreal, Canada by midnight tomorrow night. Rain shower activity heavy at times is in the forecast starting around sunrise up until about noon, maybe a little bit before, and then maybe some scattered showers later in the afternoon. Total accumulation of precipitation on Thursday could be as high as an inch in some individual areas. Now on Friday, mostly cloudy, maybe a flurry or two here than there, 35 for a high, 22 for a low. And then as we move into the weekend and next week, above average temperatures and maybe a chance of precip on Tuesday. That's it for our closing prices this evening. Join us tomorrow for the early morning edition at 5:30 and your first look at the markets at 11:40 on WSGW.
The WSGW Morning Team.
WSGW Online poll, the gun reforms in Michigan. In Governor Whitmer's recent State of the State address, she did outline the policies regarding firearms. The governor said lawmakers should enact universal background check requirements for people who want to buy firearms. Wants to create a safe storage standard for guns at home and pass extreme risk protection orders, the red flag laws. The governor said,
And I want to be very clear. I'm not talking about law-abiding citizens, hunters, and responsible gun owners from both sides of the aisle. No, we need to get these common sense safety proposals across the finish line.
Poll question for you is this: what gun reforms would you support or not support? Your answer choices are based on the three proposals that the governor referenced. And we've given you a chance to say you support them all, or you don't support any, or a combination of the three. Vote by going to WSGW.com and scroll down the homepage and find the poll box.
Your morning team, Charlie, Denise, and Pat, 5:30 to 9 on WSGW.